Hey everybody, welcome. This is Deandra at the Phone Sucks Dollhouse. I'm here to help you become phone sex operators, start making the money that you want to make in 2026. We've got a couple more days in 2025, and I want you to start off 2026 the correct way, earning the income that you need, earning the income that you want. So let me know what questions y'all have. I'm actually going to go over questions specifically right now that are happening and coming up on Google. So that's what I'm going to focus on during this live. Your most asked questions on Google. And guess what, y'all? I fixed. Hey there, welcome. I fixed my phone. So now we shouldn't have the issue we had during the last lives. Hopefully, fingers crossed, right? So all these questions that y'all have about being a phone sex operator, I want to be able to cover them with y'all and make sure that y'all get the questions answered that you want answered. So right here, I've already gone on to Google. I typed in, let me show y'all. If you can see it, I typed in become a phone sex operator. Can't see it quite that great, but that is what I typed. All right, so that's on there. And I'm going to be just scrolling down and looking at these given questions. I'm going to be answering these questions for y'all. So if at any point, guys, y'all want to check out my trainings, my ebooks, hey there, welcome. Feel free to ask your questions down in the comment sections. I will answer them for you. I am Deandra, the Phone Sex Dollhouse Mistress, and I'm here to help you out. I'm here to answer your questions and anything that you may have. Thank y'all for the likes. I appreciate that. Feel free to add some more likes. Feel free to tap on that. Ask me your questions, guys. Do you have questions about being phone sex operators? Are y'all in the industry? If so, how long have you been in the industry? Do you like it? How is your experience so far? Let me know. So that I can also talk about mine. I've been a PSO now for 17 years. I freaking love it. My trainings are down in the links, guys. But if you are interested in getting trainings, this is where to go. Let me go ahead and put it in here. So you're going to have to type in bit.ly/PSO training. I think I misspelled trainings. Yes, I did. Sorry, y'all. Well, fuck it. I'm going to just do it all over again because, yeah, that ain't no good. So, anyways, it's going to be bit.ly trainings with an S. So, fuck, I did that again, y'all. Sorry, it's PSO trainings. PSO trainings. I don't know what's wrong with me right now. Maybe it's because it's like 1 a.m. I don't know. Maybe I'm too hyped up. I just had a whole monster. Freaking love them. But that is what we'll do. This is going to be the correct one. I promise y'all. This is going to be it. So PSO trainings. That is where to go. It's also down in the comment section. That one right there, guys. I'm typically not that crazy. I typically don't make that much of a mess. But for some reason, today I'm a little bit off, I guess. I don't know. That right there is going to take you to where you can find all of my ebooks, all of my resources, all of the training packages that I offer. Feel free to check out the description as well. I see 3 of y'all on here. I'm happy you are here. I am happy that I'm seeing y'all. Thank you for the likes. And I welcome your questions. Again, let me start off with asking a few of my own. How long have y'all been in the industry, or are you just considering starting? If that is the case, thank y'all for being here. I love that. Let's get started with some of these questions. All right, so how much do phone sex operators make? It really depends. All right, so let me go ahead and write some of that stuff down. It depends, guys. If you are charging, my recommendation is to start off with 150 per minute. And I do have a video where I break this down with different companies. Every company is going to pay you a specific percentage of whatever you choose to charge. Do not charge anything lower than 150 a minute, but you can always pick what you want to charge. So there's a company that's going to pay you 35%. But that given company has a very good track record for payments. They pay weekly, and also they have a lot of traffic. So one company is going to pay you 35%, one company pays you 50%, and the other one pays 70%. All right. So let's do the math on that, y'all. So at 150 a minute times 0.35, that's going to be 52, let's just say 53 cents a minute per minute. At 50%, you're getting 75 cents a minute if you're charging 150. So 75 cents. And at 70%, you're getting 105. All right. So that is what you are getting paid per minute. From the given companies at these percentages. Now, if you want to go ahead and figure it out what it might be for $1.99 a minute, $2.99 a minute, I totally, more power to y'all if you want to go ahead and do that. All right. This right here, minimum payment that I want you to charge. So now let's just say you are getting paid here 53 cents per minute. That's going to be your take home. So 53 cents per minute times an hour call. That's going to be $31.80 in 1 hour of talk time. So $31.80 at 75 cents a minute. I should have done that over here. You're going to get $45 for 1 hour. And at 105 per minute of talk time, you're going to get paid $63 for 1 hour of talk time. Guys, I teach you how to get those long calls. My average call time is anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours. Again and again and again. I speak to customers for that long. Once I have someone on the phone, I talk to them for that long. So I'm making more than this because I am, number one, charging more than 150 a minute. This is where, again, I recommend you start, but it's always up to you. But if I were charging 150 a minute on one website, I would be getting $31 in 1 hour. On the other side, I'd be getting $45 in 1 hour. And the other site, I'd be getting $63. And the fun thing, the best thing, I'm not driving around my city doing Uber or Uber Eats, wasting my gas, driving my car down into the ground, whatever. I am sitting at home in my pajamas or whatever I'm wearing, and I'm making that money at home. You can start doing that. I can teach you how to do that. Go right here, bit.ly/PSO trainings, and check out my website. Check out my resources. Let me show y'all what that looks like. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go here and change that. Hopefully that doesn't reset my stuff. But this is where you're going to go. This is the site where it's going to take you. You're going to click up here. Oh, that is way too bright. Let's fix that, y'all. Okay, hopefully that'll be better. Perfect. All right. So that right there is where we're going to go and where you're going to get to see all of the trainings that I offer. So this is a bundle with every single ebook that I have to offer. Right now you get 13 ebooks that are going to show you all of the details, all of the information you need. I show you, number one, how to create your phone sex characters. Very important to how to do that. where to get pictures for your phone sex characters that you can use and reuse. And here's the best part, resell again and again and again. Invest $30 in like 100 pictures of a model who is totally okay with this, who's doing this. It's legal as fuck. And you can resell her pictures pretending it's you. You don't even have to put yourself out there. So if you have a job where you can't put yourself out there or whatever, you don't want to, like I did when I was a full-time school teacher, 8th grade teacher, and I did this part-time, and of course I didn't want to put myself out there. You can buy model pictures. I can help you do that. I teach you in these ebooks how to do it. It's 13 ebooks, $375 value for only $149, y'all. So that right there in itself, that's over a $200 savings. So if you want to save $200, get started the right way and get your information that you need to start doing this successfully, this is the bundle to do it with. And I do have other bundles. This is just the main one that includes every single ebook. But if you're interested in a specific thing, hey there, how are you? Welcome. I am Deandra. How are you doing? Feel free to drop your questions in the comments section. I just saw that you said hey on there. You waved. So hello, I'm waving back. And guys, if y'all are watching the replay of this and you're not on my live, feel free to drop a hello in the comments section and your questions as well. So guys, this is the bundle with every single ebook. I do have other bundles too that'll give you more information, more details, a little bit of everything. But this one right here, guys, has 13 ebooks, and they're not like 2 or 3 fucking pages. The other day I downloaded an ebook, a training manual, whatever, from a competitor, and I'm not going to name names or drop them or whatever, but it was 3 fucking pages for $40. I was pissed. I was annoyed. I was like, I just wasted my money. And here I am killing myself, making sure that I don't undersell y'all. I never want somebody to buy one of my ebooks and to come back and say, I didn't get shit out of this. This was BS. This was crap. That's how I felt that night. Been there, done that, not only in that given situation, but other things that I've bought or purchased and whatnot, and felt like this was not worth it. So I don't release ebooks. I don't release information unless I know it's actually going to help somebody, unless I've done it myself, the advice that I'm giving, or I know like people who have done it and that it has worked. None of my ebooks are under 40 pages. All of them are 40 pages or more, except 2 of them on here, and they're like manuals to help you. One of them isn't even a phone sex related at all, side hustle. One of them is called Lick It and Flip It. It is how to start making money with casinos and sweepstakes and things like that. That would be that one. It's probably like 12 or 13 pages. And again, it's literally like steps to start earning money with envelopes. Note cards you would send to casinos and get credit for and get money that you can then play online with. And it's a lot of fun. And yes, I've actually done it. And sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, right? That's just the nature of that. But that's one ebook that is. And the other one's probably like 14, 15 pages, but I'm giving you 100 actual statements and comments based on the type of character that you want to play. Because again, you want to make a phone sex character that's going to bring you some money. We have different types of characters. You'll have a barely legal character. You can have a dominant character. You can have a mature character, a dirty neighbor, the brat. All of these different types of characters would speak differently, would say different things, would do different types of things. Um, Okay, so as far as the ebooks, which one should I absolutely get first? I can't get them all right now. Okay, so which one should you get first? This one right here is the one that I would get first. 100 plus phone sex conversation starters. Why this ebook right here is going to be the one that's going to give you the bulk of the information that you need to go and to actually know what to say in a phone call. And I give you literally step by step. I tell you, say this, say it like this, pause, count 5, 4, 3, drop your voice, say it like this. And I give you 100 plus scenarios. So for every scenario, I list 100. I give you like a whole freaking paragraph of what to say and what to do, right? But then I say, if you were to flip the script, how would that sound like? That way, you have two scenarios you can play out with your customer. So here's the trick that I always tell people: you get done with the customer and you've already had your fun and done all of that. You're about to hang up. At the very end, given whatever scenario you played out with him, given whatever role play y'all had, right? You're going to be like, oh, next time I want to do it like this. I want to say it like this. So now he's happy with you. Y'all are feeling good, whatever. And he's already thinking about, oh, next time I talk to her, next time I talk to him, because PSOs are also men. So if you're a man out here, hi there, say hi. We love our men PSOs as well, because I got that comment earlier, like, if men can also do this, absolutely. We love y'all. So when you're done, again, oh, next time that we chat, I want to talk, I want to do it like this. I want to change this little bit to this role play. I think it would be a lot of fun if we did this in this given way. And this book will help you with that. So if you were to get only one book, this is the one I would recommend out of all of them. This is the one that I would say do that. How do you get into SP with the low social media following? I don't really do social media. So now, how can I gain so many followers just to say they'll let me join? Okay, so SP, I don't necessarily know what that means. Can you kind of like write it out? I'm thinking is if it's phone sex, if it's this type of work, you do not need a big social media following. The websites themselves have the traffic and have techniques to help you get callers. I honestly do help people with that. So if you're interested in setting up a time for us to chat, you can set up a training session. So if you go here, and again, so this is where to go, and you would type that in, but it's also in the descriptions. When you come here, you might want to go there. Okay, so how come that's not doing that? Okay, so let me find y'all. Okay, so right here where it says all products, guys, you can go here to phone sex trainings and we can book a one-on-one. So you would move that down here. This right here is a one-on-one 1 hour training session. And I can definitely sit down with you. It is 1 hour long. It would just be you and myself on Zoom. We can talk about any given detailed question. So I'm assuming SP means being a phone sex operator because that is what I help people with. Then we can talk about that, but you don't need a huge social media following. Awesome. Thank you so much for commenting that about the price. I try to be really fair with my prices. I'm not here to like mess anybody over or like try to get more from people than what I believe is fair. Um, Okay, so totally understood. There are a couple of different websites that you can use to find your models. I myself have used models and still use models to this day. I used to be a full time teacher, and there are a couple of different websites. So feel free to email me, and I can send you a couple of those sites over. But definitely something to be super careful about because there are sites out here that could also potentially not deliver what they're promising on. And if y'all want, that is definitely something we can talk about in a training session too. So, again, guys, this right here, my pregame training session, you go here, it'll take you to the web page where you can look for this. It is you and me on Zoom, and I give you all of that information on my sessions. We can talk about how to create your profile, how to actually create your profile. If you already have like a night flare to talk to me, all of that, how can we optimize it to get you on the top page? How do we get you more money? How do we get you the calls extended? That is one of my favorite things to do. I love working on profiles. So whenever I'm on a training session, I always do that with people. So guys, I have that. And if you think like, okay, you know what, that would be great. A 1 hour session would be great, but you would want a little bit more. I do also have these two training options too. So my happy hour training sessions, it's two 1 hour long sessions on Zoom. We can sit down like one afternoon and do 2 hours straight and get you going and get you started, plus all of the ebooks in my collection. So you'll get 13 ebooks with details and tips and everything. That way, even after we're done with our Zoom sessions, you'll have everything. So it is going to be phonesexdolls@gmail. So my email is going to be phonesexdolls with an S at Gmail. So you can definitely send me an email there and I will send you over a couple of websites for models. Okay, guys. So, like I was saying as well, and feel free to follow. Also, keep asking questions, chatting with me, y'all. This is fun. Here, this will be 2 one-on-one 1-hour sessions, and we can do one like, let's say, this Monday, and then we can wait a little bit. You get going, you get taking calls, then we'll do another follow-up session like a week after that or 2 weeks after that. We can spread these out however you'd like. Or we can do, like I said, we sit down like one afternoon for 2 hours and we just get a lot of stuff done. Plus, you get all of my 13 ebooks in my collection right now. So if you go to the site up here to bit.ly.pso, or sorry, bit.ly PSO trainings, you can go check these out and figure out and which of these options might be good for you. But you'll see listed here all of the ebooks that you will get in the system. And actually, I need to update this one because I just published 2 new ebooks this past week. So you'll get 13 total. I think it says 12 there or 10. And also the after party training sessions. If you want a little bit more of one-on-one sessions, this one has 4 1-hour sessions. Again, we can do one like every Tuesday, 1-hour session. We can split them up and spread them out a little bit. Plus, you get every ebook in my collection. So these 2 are really great options. And if you want to do like one first and see how that goes, we can definitely do a 1-hour pregame training. So we got the pregame trainings. This is a 1 hour on Zoom. We can work on your characters, your profiles. We can work on creating that. If you already have that and you want tips about what to say, we can do some role plays for the actual phone calls and all of that, which I love doing as well. So much fun. Or we can do any one of these given sessions. And with both of these, you get a few more hours. Thank y'all for the hearts and the likes. Plus, you get all of the ebooks in my collection. Okay, so on Night Flirt Beginner, how much should I expect to bid? Okay, so with the bidding, it really depends up to you. Do not bid $1 or more than that. Keep it under $1. That'll be more than enough. And then once you start getting interest, once you start getting people chatting with you and calling you and whatnot, make sure that you're keeping that conversation going, just like you're building your friendships and you have a relationship with that person. Send them messages every now and then, send them emails every now and then to stay on like the top of their list, on the top of their minds. So just treat it just like you would a personal relationship, like with a friend or whatnot, you know? So that's going to be the main advice for that, guys. So definitely bid, absolutely bid. Bid on your top performing profiles. You said you're a beginner, so I don't know if you may have like 3 profiles, 5, 6, whatever. On one account, I have 3 profiles, and on another Night Flirt account, I have 7. On the one where I have 7, I only bid on like 2 of them, and I have the rest just kind of floating around at whatever number they land on. So don't bid on every single listing that you have. Maybe in the beginning, pick one really strong one and then bid your money on that one. Once that one starts picking up, you're getting some attention to it, whatever, then you can maybe, let's say you're bidding $1 on that, then maybe put 70 cents on that one and 30 cents on the second, but don't bid a whole lot on that. And just keep in mind, guys, whatever bids you're putting on your Night Flirt accounts at the end of the year, they are going to be a tax write-off because that right there is considered an advertising expense. So you don't have to even keep track of it because Night Flirt does that for us. They're really good about that. So if you notice and you go to your section where it's going to tell you transactions, it will tell you what you were charged the day before for like bids. So, like, for example, today I didn't even log on. I was running around, family, all of that, holidays, right? But yesterday I logged on and I took calls for about 2.5 hours or so. And when I went into my transactions part, I think it said that the day before I had been charged maybe like $7 and some cents for my bids and all of that. So that $7 and let's say 83 cents, I think is what it was, is going to be part of my tax write-off. And you will see that at the end of the year. Night Flirt's really good about giving all of that to us. And when is your soonest availability for a one-on-one? I actually have one. I want to say I may have one tomorrow for Monday afternoon. So anytime after 2 p.m. Central, I do have an availability, I believe. Um, Throughout the week, Tuesday, Wednesday are up in the air. So it won't be blocked out if you check for it now. But Thursday, Friday, I'm open pretty much all day, and we can definitely meet Thursday or Friday. Tomorrow, I'm available after 2 p.m. Central. So you can go ahead and email me here, phonesexdolls@gmail, and we can set that up. Or go here, look for this right here, and you can pick whichever one of these options for the training sessions that you'd be interested in. I would love to definitely meet with you and help you. Um, okay, so how do we go about doing taxes as a PSO? You would have to do a Schedule C, and I am going to make a video about that coming up here soon. So definitely make sure you're following, make sure you put the little bell, all of that, so that you can come back to that given video. But um, I will be publishing a video specifically on that. It's not going to be a live, it will be a video listed on my page, but it's going to be specifically about taxes. I've been a PSO now for 17 years. I freaking love it because we get some write offs. We are 1099 independent contractors, and that is how we would go about doing our taxes here. But there are things that we can go ahead and deduct, but we wouldn't be able to deduct as a W-2 or, of course, other types of 1099 actresses or 1099 workers, because what we need for our job, thankfully, it is low maintenance. It is not a lot. We probably already have most of it to begin with, but we do get a little bit of leeway with some extra fun stuff. So, guys, again, feel free to check out this bundle. All of my current ebooks are on here. So if you're interested in just a one-on-one session, we can go ahead and set that up. That's going to be the pre-game training. And if you'd like some one-on-one sessions plus all of the ebooks, I would recommend looking at the happy hour trainings. This one's going to be 2 one-on-one sessions. And again, we can split them up. We can have them whenever you'd like. If you want to sit down for 2 hours, we'll do that. Plus, you get all the ebooks. Or you can do 4 sessions plus all of the ebooks in the bundle as well, or in the collection, I mean. And we can, again, split those up. We can do like 1 2-hour session, then we can have a 1 hour next week and a 1 hour after that. Or we can have like 2 2-hour sessions like every other Saturday or every Saturday or whatever we agree upon. But yes, feel free to check these out, guys. But yes, PSO and taxes, that's coming up. That's going to be one of my next videos that I'm going to make. Thank you all for the questions and for being on here. Please don't forget to subscribe. Hit the little bell for whenever that next video comes up also. And yeah, definitely contact me. Feel free to set up those trainings. You can do it here and again, go through this route, or you can email me and I will go ahead and get back to you like that as well. And we can set something up too. So either way would work for sure. So what other questions do y'all have that I can help y'all answer, guys? Let me go back in here because I am looking at this. And of course, it loaded it up again, right? So are phone sex operators still a thing? Absolutely. We definitely are. How much does it pay for online phone sex? Already kind of went over that. This right here is very basic, and this is if you're charging your $150 a minute, right? One website pays 35%, 50% or 70% if you decide to charge 150 a minute. I recommend never charging lower than that. That's a good leeway, that's a good starting point. Do not cheapen yourself. Do not give it away for much lower than that. I mean, totally up to y'all. But if you do anything less than this, you're not going to be making enough money to make it worth it for you. If you want to run like a special here and there for like holidays, hey, it's my birthday, let's do this or that, or, it's like 4th of July, Easter, whatever, you want to do like 99 cents, that would be okay for like a day or two. But 150 plus is what I want y'all to charge. If you're charging 150, these are the amounts of money you could make in a given hour of talk time. I teach you how to make sure you're getting that talk time, guys. I teach you what to say, how to say it, how to get your customers. With my ebooks, I teach y'all how to promote yourselves, where to promote yourselves so you're not getting flagged and banned and all of that. Like one of y'all said here a minute ago, if you do not want to use your own face, your own characters, I have websites where I can help you get legal pictures of models and videos for those of you who may want to like cut up the videos. So there's one of my models. I would buy her pictures and the bundle for like 35 bucks. I would get 100 pictures of her, very sexy, very awesome pictures specifically for phone sex usage, plus a 30 to 40-minute video of her doing some fun things, having fun by herself. So that was cool because that video, what I was doing with it was I would take that 30-minute long video, I would cut it up into either 10 minutes or 5 minutes, and I would post it on this website and that website and that website, and I would charge $10, $5, whatever. And it was just one more stream of income that I was able to make. That was just another way that I was able to make money off of that $35 investment. I was doing the same thing with these pictures. I was getting 100 pictures of my model. I would cluster them in, $5 for 10 pictures of my model. And I was able to do that a lot. And guess what? Those pictures still sell, even though I bought that $35 bundle like 5 or 6 years ago. I'm not even kidding. The other day I logged into NiteFlirt and I saw that somebody had bought some of my goodies. So when I looked in, it was literally a package. It was a package of 10 pictures of my model. And then it was like a 5-minute clip also of one of her videos. And I bought those years ago. So that $35 investment paid for itself again and again and again. And I've probably made 10 times that, probably plus more than that, than what I invested. So again, guys, y'all can email me and I will send you images, links to where you can get some images like that. So that is an idea of how much money y'all can make. I do have another video, how much can you make as a phone sex operator? The pictures are green. So if you go to my page, go to my videos, not my lives, but my videos, and you'll see that breakdown where I go into deep detail about how much money you can make, how to calculate the amount of time that you need to be talking on the phone for you to reach whatever income goal you want. So if you tell me, for example, I want to make $5,000 a month as a PSO, okay, let's see how much money you're making. How much do you need to be talking on the phone based on what you're charging, all of that. So we can get you to that given goal, whatever it is. We're going to reverse engineer that number to get you making whatever you want to make. So not what I think you should make, what you can make, whatever, fuck that. I teach you how to make what you want to make. And if you want to make more, 5,000 plus, then that's what we're going to figure out how to do for you. All right. So the best part, again, from home, in your pajamas, because nobody has to see you. Nobody cares, right? When I was a full-time teacher, I would literally just log in every other day sometimes. Sometimes it was just the weekend. But if I was at home watching a movie, doing Netflix, whatever, doing laundry, why wouldn't I log in and make some extra money? I would just pause the movie, talk for however long I was going to talk, or sometimes my calls, like again, my calls are typically an hour and a half to 2 hours long. I would just turn off the movie, whatever. And it was fun. I was at home. I was in my PJs. And of course, I was like, of course, I'm wearing a pretty red, sexy dress with big boobs and whatever, right? I'm in my PJs, y'all. I did not look like that. But who cares? Do we need an Android phone for texting apps? No, it does not matter because all of these sites, for the most part, you will be logging into their website. So you can go ahead and log in, and you can do that on your laptop or you can do that on your phone. And some of them actually, like, they mask the number and you'll get it like a normal text message. Like, have y'all ever gotten text messages from stores? Hey, 10%, 15%, and it's just like 4 or 5 digits. That's what some of these sites do. But for you, it's literally like you're just sending a regular text message. Um, and it'll prompt you. It'll be like, let's say, it'll say like, Dirty Deandra, you have a conversation from caller 12345, and then it'll be the actual message and you'll text them back as if it's a typical normal text message. And I love sites that do that because, guys, I would be at work and I would be logged in not for phone calls, of course, but for text messages. And every now and then I would check the phone. I'd be like, blah, 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 right? And I would leave work with like an extra $40 that I got from sexting throughout the day. So, I was working as a teacher and I would be literally answering messages for this because it just looked like a regular typical text message. It wasn't anything crazy. Or it didn't wasn't actually logging into the websites or anything. Some do have that set up and some will actually send it to your phone with the mask number, which is really cool too because it's just one more way that you can make money throughout your day. So it just depends. But no, you don't need an Android. It can be an Apple, it can be an Android, up to you. Does not matter, whatever your preference is. For a long time, I actually had an Apple and I've only had my Android. I think I've had this one for like 3 years. And then I updated again and whatever. I got an Android. I should have gotten an Apple, but whatever. You live and you learn. It might just take me like twice because my new phone is an Android too. So whatever, right, y'all? Um, so yeah, good question as well. It does not matter which phone you get. So how do you become a phone sex operator? All you need to do is literally be 18, be able to log into these sites, create your profile. Of course, you're going to create your profile with your actual legal name, your information, all of that. And once you sign up for your account, so you create your account as a talker, as a flirt, as an actual worker. And once you create your account, it'll prompt you to create your profile. This is where you'll actually create your character. Let's say she's my character and I'm going to name her Emily. And this is Emily. Then I'm going to be asked for Emily's description, her hair, her face, her eyes, her whatever, right? And that is where I'm going to write down, I am Emily and I am a PSO, very open minded. And I love this and I love that. And let's talk about this and that, right? So, your account and your profile are two separate things. You're going to create your account with your actual legal name because, of course, the companies need to know who you are. They need to verify that you are of legal age to sign up and be able to work in this industry because, of course, we need to be 18 or above. That's literally it, guys. And then you need to have a phone. Android, um, Android, Apple doesn't matter. Landline does not matter. Google number does not matter, y'all, as long as you have the ability to get on a phone call and and you start making money from home, anywhere from $30 to $63 plus, right? Because again, this is our minimum. This is where we're starting. Little by little, you keep going higher. Eventually, you go from 199 to, or sorry, from 150 to 199 to 250 to 299. I have accounts right now where I'm charging 299 a minute, and I have accounts where I'm charging 199 a minute. That's kind of my range right now. Later on, I'll probably raise that down the road. But for me, this is where it's working at the moment. And again, what's great is that you get to pick, you get to choose because you are the boss. You decide what you want. And if that's your goal right here, right now in 2026, this is a great opportunity. This is great for work at home moms. I have friends who are work at home moms who want to be with their kids. So they get up, they get the kids ready for school, they send them off to school, and they're on the phone calls from whenever they get home till about 2:30, 3 o'clock. One of them, I know she has young kids. She goes and she picks her kids up and she's done. Then, she's done at about 2:30, 3 o'clock. She goes and she picks her kids up. She's running around with them. When they go to sleep, at about 10 or 11, she'll log back on for a couple hours and she'll do it again. And that's great that she gets to work around her kids. And I freaking love that. And I actually helped her get started